guys, this is Food by Faith Garden to Table, and welcome to my garden. I know that I told you guys that I was going to wait and harvest all of my squash at the end of the month, but things are ready right now and the squash bugs are at an all-time high. No matter how much diatomaceous earth I put out here, no matter how much orange oil and peppermint oil that I spray, they are attacking everything. So I want to go ahead and pull off all of the zucchini that I have that's ready, as well as the North Georgia candy roaster. So I'm bringing you guys along as we harvest some of the bigger ones. And remember guys, when you're harvesting this, make sure you take 2 hands. As you can see right here, there is the squash vine borer. It is actually inside right there. So this portion of the zucchini is going to have to be cut off, but the rest is able to be used. And this is why I'm coming in today, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the entire plant. So even though there may be some new growth, it's time for the plant to go. So here is another one, and it has not been attacked by any bugs, so that's good. Then here is one last one that was in the front of the plant. And guys, the entire zucchini rampicante is edible. And if you come and you take a look, here is the base of the plant here. And the base of the plant is still doing pretty good, but the squash bugs are just going absolutely insane. I have a small one in the back, so I'm gonna try to come around, and we're gonna have to step through. Sorry y'all, that's my dogs, and they're barking at the chickens. Here is a smaller one, but as you can see, the tip got eaten. Here is another large one, but because while harvesting, I just broke the tip off. Whenever I go to make my zucchini relish, this is going to be the one that I use because it will not store properly. So guys, we have one more of those, and then I'm going to bring you along as we harvest some of our North Georgia candy roaster. That's a piece of sweet potato vine. Bean, that's enough. We take a look at this one. It's been destroyed by squash vine borer. And then the last one here as well has been torn up by the squash vine borer. So you guys know that during the season I got a really good harvest off of this one plant. You can see the ones that I have there. So up until now, this plant has been an amazing producer. I have eaten some, I've given some away, and then I still have those. So it has served me well. So I'm going to bring you around so that you can see the North Georgia Candy Roaster squash. And there's one that the squash bugs are trying to attack, so I need to get it now. We might not be able to get through this way. Let's see. There we go. So this one here is the first one that started growing, if you can see here. And this is the one that we're gonna go ahead and pick, because as you can see here, the squash vine borer has destroyed the stem area. So you can see where the borer has gone into this portion of the stem, but this is a very strong plant, so this one will be able to hold up. I have a young one here that I'm not going to take today, but I have another big one on the other side that we are going to pick today. So come on around to the other side. And it's actually growing outside of the garden. So we're gonna go outside of the garden and we're gonna pick that one. Y'all, it's like a jungle in here today. One I'm gonna sit down. I have this one here that is ready to be picked. And we're gonna leave as much stem on as possible. And there's that one. And then I have one here that we're gonna go ahead and pick. And as you can see, look at the bugs. Look at all the bugs. I just knocked off a beetle, and look at the squash bugs. It's like they're trying to procreate on the plant. So I'm gonna cut it off right there. And this is the smallest one that I'm going to pull off today. But you can see, guys, how big they get. So they are a lot of food. And as you can see on the inside of them, They look really nice on the inside. Whoa. Okay, this one is actually a zucchini rampicante, but this is the inside of the zucchini rampicante, and it's beautiful and it's full of water, full of moisture. But that is going to be chopped up and given to the chickens. I have one more that I'm going to pull, and then I'll bring you guys back once I clean everything up so you can see what it looks like once it's cleaned up. So we're going back inside the garden. We have one that's tucked under my workbench. And don't mind this mess. I had to clean this up. That's the new trellis for the back. And I'll go ahead and cut this off. I know that I have new fruit that's growing, but I have to let it go because the squash bugs are just taking over. Whoopsie. The squash bugs are taking over everything. So here is the last one. If you can get a shot of it down there. This is the last one that we're going to pull. And it is a big one. And again, to be able to get some good storage time out of it, just try to get as much of the root as possible. And just like sweet potatoes, you'll let them cure. So I'll let them sit in the in a dark cabinet for about 2 weeks before I even use one of them. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get everything cleaned up, and then I'll bring you guys back. Thanks a lot. See you soon.